Hey YouTube, MrRampro here again, and if you watched my Titan video, I did cut my poor little finger. If not, don't look for the weight in it, because I kind of forgot to do that part. So we'll do that real quick right now since I brought it up. And this is on the Boker Titan titanium handle drop point. Boker Plus, sorry. And 3.81 ounces, so not too bad. Not for a full metal handled knife. Nice and solid. And this is the Persistance, is what we're going to do the video on. And I'll go ahead and weigh it in comparison to a Tenacious. There's the Tenacious there at 3.68 ounces. Persistence at 3.26. So you're still in the 3 ounce area with both of them, and realistically their handles are just about the same size. I mean, they look almost right now to be the same knife, you know. Now you deploy the blades, and that's where your noticeable difference comes out. You got a much shorter blade, I'd say a good ½ inch or so. You have those phosphorus bronze washers in both. This is a full serrated version that I originally got to put in the boat, but I got a Salt 1 and put the Salt 1 in the boat, so this is kind of just a freelance carry me every once in a while kind of thing. Not a complete fan of the complete serrated edges, unless it's like a task-oriented thing. On let me see, like the Spyderco Police. I've got one of those in full serrated edge, and I like it particularly for a self-defense tool. And then like the Salt 1 and my Ladybug H1, those are full serrated, and those are good for utilitarian cutting ropes and stuff like that, you know, and leaving in the glove box. Don't have to worry about sharpening with that H1 being a little harder to sharpen. And this one here, kind of the same thing, you know. I don't know, I just find it not really as popular with me and my EDC carry. But speaking of popularity, I know we're rambling a lot. This is a fairly popular knife in my carry when I need a good abuse knife. It's a little smaller than the Tenacious, so it fits in my pocket fairly well. Nice liner lock. Nice thick liners on that too, and you can see that lockup is pretty far under the center of that blade tang. And you do have a full-way positionable clip, as are most of mine. This is a right side tip up right now, and that's usually just where I carry it. Have a nice large lanyard hole and a nice opening hole. Good size. I love this little knife. It's really a it's a nice beater to carry around, and not to be afraid of abusing, tearing up kind of thing. So I will give you a quick size comparison on a couple of blades here, just because it's with me. SOG Flash 1 and there's an older Delica. So you'll see with that Delica, you're right at about the same as far as cutting edge and general size. Now you're obviously a little smaller and stuff like that, but in the blade size, you're pretty close. So nice little blade, by the way, that G2 steel. Takes that mirror polish really well. Anyways, back to the Persistence. Instead of that 8CR 13 MOV steel, that China steel, you do see China stamped here, but they did a good job of kind of hiding it, keeping it discreet. You know, you used to see China stamped right in the center of the blade on a lot of these knives, and I think it's kind of people buy them because of their price coming from China, but they almost don't want to admit or don't want other people to know that it's from China or publicize it's from China. Oh no, I hate Chinese products, but they'll buy their knives straight from China along with every other thing in their house, you know. And depending on QC, it's pretty good. I'm getting less out of really liking the overseas made products, and I'm trying to get more into buying the United States stuff, but it's with the price, man. So they did a good deal on this one. You're coming in right at about, I think, 30 bucks or so. Got G10, really thin G10 scales on this one, and fairly good textured. In all honesty, I like it. I like it a lot better than some of the other G10s. And just by way of reference, if I can find it, your G10 texturing is just as good as your higher end Spyderco G10. Coming on some of your, this is a JD Smith coming on some of those models. So really good. And there's 1,000 reviews out here on it. Like the Boker Titan, I wanted to kind of show it before we modded it. So we'll be doing some stuff with this. I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag, and then you guys will be holding me to a time constraint with it too. So when we get to it, we're gonna start modding a couple of these, and I'll give you a hint, it's not a wave feature. We've got that on the Tenacious, and in all honesty, I really don't carry it that much anymore. I still like it a lot, but I don't think I've carried it near as much as I used to before I did the wave feature. So I won't be doing any more of those. If I do, we'll just do the little zip tie deal and call it good. But fast, nice little knife, and definitely for beating it up, tearing it about, you know, I mean, it's like overall a good little slicer, good little knife. I mean, really can't beat it. That cuts fairly well. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching, and have a good day.